Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum salam.
I have a question for you. He's asking, I grew up in a Catholic family, tradition and country. According to the Catholic religion, everybody is a sinner by default because everyone is born with the original sin. Yet there are many ways to commit a sin: lying, criticizing, arguing, and so on and so on. Can all of that be considered a sin? What is a sin exactly?
Dear Marcello, thank you very much for this question. This is a big question, and it is important to see what is a sin. So first of all, a sin is something very individually. We have to differentiate between what is lawful and what is a sin. So there are laws and there are legal laws, and you understand that when you go beyond them, you will be punished. Now, in our inner world, it is a different matter. So, in some cultures, for example, it is good to steal. Yeah, it is good to be somehow conied, somehow tricky. While in most cultures, it is important to be honest and to be straight. Now, there is beyond that also universal laws. And in these laws, you will experience, for example, that to be sincere, to be straight, to try not to harm anybody, to be honest, to be faithful, to be loyal, will always bring your life to a better place. Sin is an individual thing because existence itself does not punish us, but everything has consequences. So, certainly, we all come with something, but we are not coming with a sin because the baby is as it is, and it's connected to the ancestors. It is connected to a primordial world, but in that world, sin did not exist. So, we come not with nothing, but in terms of sin, we come as a blank paper. Now, in the time of socialization, we have certain conditionings, and we develop certain fears. And out of these fears, sometimes it looks more attractive for us to lie, to hide, to play, to cheat, and so on. So sin is a very individual reaction, usually based on your wound system. You are into it. And therefore, there is not a sin. There is not something you can define for everybody to be a sin. Sometimes it is better not to tell the whole truth. Sometimes it can be better to lie. So there is no default in our life. But for yourself, you must be honest with yourself. And the moment you are trying to be honest, you will have a voice, an inner voice, and this is the voice of conscience. And this voice speaks to us when we do for ourselves something which is not right. And the one who listens to this voice will develop a wise way for his life. And so you must try to listen to that voice. And sin on a spiritual level, what is not beneficial for others is on a very, very high level. So even you think a bad thought about somebody, you make a judgment, you forget people, you care only for yourself. All these are considered to be sins on the higher levels. So we first start to look that we keep in the legal circuit. And then we look to our next ones, how we behave with them. And finally, you will understand more and more what is a sin for you, because everything we do has consequences. That is the main point. And this is the thing you always need to remember. There is not everything for everyone the same. Like my father used to say, when two people do the same, it's not the same. So for some person, it can be a sin, and for some person, it is not. That's why it is an individual thing. I hope this gives you some clarity, and thank you for the question.